up, everybody, and welcome back to Damien After Dark, where we are going to be discussing the season 1 finale of Bad versus Wild. Thank God it's over, right? Thank God it's over. Now, I have to give it to them that this season finale episode, this last episode, Baddies versus Cabaret Part 2, was probably the best episode they had all season. The finale 8. If I had to give it rating out of 1 through 10, I'd probably give it an 8.5. It was very entertaining, and I think the reason it was so entertaining was because Jocelyn and Natalie have an organic beef. They really don't like one another, right? So it makes for good television. So before we begin and get started into the episode and what happened, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. That helps me get into the algorithm where more beautiful people like yourself can find us here and we can continue to grow, okay? Get in the comment section below as well and leave me your thoughts and opinions on the season finale episode of Bad vs. Wild. And are you team Baddies or are you team Cabaret? Which one were you rooting for? Were you rooting for Natalie or were you rooting for Jocelyn? Now, last but not least, if you would like to donate to the Damien After Dark movement and the channel here, in the description box below is going to be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list for anyone that chooses to take that route, okay? Thank you guys so much for the support and the love, liking this video, subscribing, donating, commenting, all that. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And it never goes unnoticed, okay? So let me just say this. I was rooting for the Baddies tonight. I'm team Baddies tonight. You know, I used to be a team Cabaret girl. I used to love the Cabaret girls over the Baddies. But I can't get with those Cabaret girls that Jocelyn has got. Those girls that Jocelyn has brought on to the Cabaret on Cabaret New York and brought on Bad vs. Wild, those are crabs in a bucket type hoes. Crabs in a bucket mentality. Those girls have no mind of their own. Those girls will follow in behind Jocelyn and listen to anything that she says. Those girls, it's sad. It's sad because the Baddies are over here making all this money, and Jocelyn's Cabaret girls, I don't think they're really making that much. I mean, they're performing at strip clubs. What are they? $500 a night, maybe $1,000 a night. They might be making. And those girls aren't coming back to Jocelyn's Cabaret Season 5. Let's just be real. Precious, Andrea, Danny. I barely even remember their names, but they're not coming back to Jocelyn's Cabaret, Texas. Now, I was rooting for the Baddies because, listen, y'all know we sit up here, we talk our shit about the Baddies. You know, it's almost like, kind of like with your brothers and sisters, you can talk shit about them and nobody else can. It's kind of how this is. Like, we can sit up here, we talk about the shit. We can talk shit about the Baddies all day long, but I was proud of them. I was proud of them in this episode because they all came together there at the end, and they was fighting them bitches off, okay? Listen, when I tell you I ain't never in my life rooted for Jayla the way I was rooting for Jayla, the way I was rooting for Mariah Lynn, the way I was rooting for Taseki, because they all came together as one and was fighting off those hyenas, those coke-fueled hyenas. Allegedly. That's what it was giving me. That's what it was giving me. So I want to hear from you guys. Are you team Natalie or are you team Jocelyn? If you had to pick a side, and you had to go sit with Natalie, or you had to go sit with Jocelyn and her girls, who would you sit with? I would have to choose Natalie. I really would. And Natalie is technically the queen. If you had to pick a queen out of reality TV, out of Zeus, it would be Natalie because she's been around longer. Natalie was introduced to us in 2009 on Bad Girls Club. Jocelyn was introduced to us in 2012 on Love and Hip Hop. And Natalie has been on like triple the shows that Jocelyn has. She's made her stamp in this reality TV game. I'm going to give her credit. I'm definitely going to give her credit. Now, backstage, Natalie says, you know, she knows none of these girls on the Cabaret. She knows none of them. She only remembers Lucky. And she says that Jocelyn falls out with every single girl that comes onto the show. And she can only come onto the Bad vs. Wild with this particular group of girls, which is the truth. I mean, no lies were told there, right? Now, this is the scene that prompted Jocelyn to go online and go off on Natalie and call her everything in the book and say her husband was gay and everything like that. This was the scene that pissed her off and triggered her. But I mean, Natalie really didn't tell any lies. Every girl that comes on the Cabaret, Jocelyn falls out with because she's diabolical. She really is. Jocelyn has no morals. There's nothing ethical about her. She has no scruples. She is, the opposite of classy. I mean, she's everything that a lady is not supposed to be. And I mean, I'm just calling it like I see it. I mean, who brags about doing cocaine? Who makes a whole clothing line called Cocaline and brags and says, yeah, I do cocaine. Yeah, I love to do cocaine. Yeah, fuck you bitches. I do cocaine. Your daughter is watching and she's 4 or 5 or 6 and she's very impressionable. Cocaline. Puerto Rican princess. Puerto Rican peasant. Now, what was most disgusting about Jocelyn was the way she talked to the hairdresser. We saw Jocelyn backstage. They're doing her hair. There's a guy that comes up and he starts combing her hair. And she says, who the fuck, get the fuck away from me. Who are you? And I don't know. She said, I don't know who the fuck you are. And he said, I don't know who you are either. I don't know who the fuck you are either. And that stuck. That stung her because she, in her mind, Jocelyn probably thinks everybody's supposed to know who she is, right? So she says, I don't know who the fuck you are. And she called him, she said, get the fuck out of here, you fat bitch. You fat fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here, ho. Get out of here, ho. And I was just like, oh my God, Jocelyn, like, who speaks to people like this? Like, you didn't have to talk to that man that way. All you had to do was be like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't know you. Are you a hairstylist? Or, something like that. Like, why do you have to be so in your face and aggressive and just a bitch to people? Is it the cocaine? Have you snorted so much cocaine that you can't even comprehend what the fuck you saying? I felt sorry for the hairdresser, but he held his own because he told her, fuck you too, bitch. Who the fuck you think you are just because you was on some fucking reality show? You think you hot shit, ho? You was just popping pussy in the strip clubs 10 years ago. Y'all want to know why I don't like Bad versus Wild? Because we have to see Lemon Pepper and his cornball brother every time the show opens. Like, I don't want to see them. Why? Like, any other time, Lemon Pepper and his brother will blur their face if they're in the background. Y'all ever notice that? If you ever watch Baddies, Lemon Pepper or his brother, when they're caught in the background, they blur their face. But now y'all out here, y'all want to be the stars of the show. Please welcome my brother, Lemon Pepper. Like, dude, get on. You're like a fly. We don't want to see y'all. Ew, bye. Go, go, go. But Lemon Pepper be stepping though. I ain't gonna lie, him and his little cute outfits he be wearing, I see why the girls be mad. And we talked about it on the after show the other night, the live after show, about how Lemon Pepper probably got a dick on him. I know it. He's skinny too. I just know it's big and thick. Maybe skinny, I don't know, because he is little and skinny. Like, I mean, his arms are like half the size of mine. That's how skinny he is. But Shorty looking good. I'd hit. So YG is the musical guest. If y'all know who YG is, I think YG's got some, he's got a little resume going for himself. I enjoy his music. And I think so far, out of all the performers that they've had, YG had the crowd the most lit, in my opinion. He sang that song, Big bank, take little bank. Big bank, take little bank. I was just waiting on the Nicki feature to drop. Back again, back to back, made backs, or whatever Nicki said. I was just waiting for that to hit, because that's my favorite part of that song. But to make these bum bitches mad again. Uh-oh. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Now, they introduced Natalie and the Baddies out, right? Please welcome Natalie Nunn and her Baddies. And tell me why the fuck Matt Cash. Tell me why the fuck corny ass whack Cash bring his white ass out. Talking about, she's the baddie, she's the baddie. That's a baddie. If you don't get your ass on, we are not looking for you. If I wanted to hear anything related to Matt Cat, I'd play Eminem on my motherfucking iPod, ho. Siri, play Eminem. Matt Cash, with all due respect, my love, you're a cornball too. Like, you're a cornball. You give me, like, I get the vibes that you code switch. I get the vibes that around the Zeus folks, you probably try to act like you're black. And then I get the vibes that when you're around white folks, you try to, like, be Sadiddy, probably. And then you up there on the stage doing this little corny dance move, and Natalie grinding on you. Meanwhile, she got a husband at home. Meanwhile, the blog's talking about how she fucking on Curtis, allegedly. I mean, it's out there, even though we're saying allegedly, it's out there. She was fucking on him. You know, she up here, the daughter at home and a husband, and grinding all over Matt Cash. I guess he's the new Curtis. I don't know. But Zeus, I'm starting to think that is Matt Cash sucking his dick too? Because y'all sure do promote the hell out of that boy. That Matt Cash dude. He was on Bad Boys. He's been on Baddies. You know, he's got intro songs. He's got the theme songs. He's performing on Bad vs. Wild. And I'm just like, who is he sucking? Is he swallowing Lemon Pepper's load? I'm just asking the questions we want to know. Because nobody gets promoted that much unless you doing some favors. Matt Cash. Whack Cash. Am I wrong for saying that? I don't know. It just feels like at this point, it's like they're shoving Matt Cash down our throat like a big cock. Just like, take it, take it, take it. And I don't want it. And I really hate to say this, because this is going to sound horrible, me talking about a female, but Mariah Lynn, baby, you need to go get your money back for that body. Mariah Lynn got the back alley botch special. Those titties up on her chest looking like two big floaters. And them two big floaters on her ass. Her body looks so disproportionate and weird. Like, mama, you would have looked better with some ant bites here and there. You would have looked better natural, Mariah Lynn, because it just don't look right. It looks like she has two cement balls on her fucking chest. And it looks like she has two fucking inflatable buoys in her ass. It's like she has two fucking floats in her ass. Jocelyn, we see her and the Cabaret girls come out, and she's performing Doom Cha Cha in this bitch. Doom Cha Cha in this bitch. Bitch gotta get paid, bitch gotta get laid, bitch gotta get something. Doom Cha Cha in this bitch. Doom Cha Cha in this bitch. What Daisy say? What the fuck is a Doom Cha Cha? You thought you were the wave, bitch. Bye-bye. You would think that the Cabaret girls would know the Doom Cha Cha in this bitch. 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 You would think they would know the choreography by now. I mean, I know it as a viewer. Y'all hoes were there, living it every day, performing it every night, still performing it every night in clubs and strip clubs, you know, around the country. y'all get up on Bad versus Wild and y'all hoes don't know what y'all doing. I mean, yeah, at some points they were in sync, but there were moments where some of the girls were turning around, looking at one another, trying to figure out what was going on. And I'm like, y'all are pathetic, man. And I don't know any grown adult. Jocelyn has to be high as Cooter Brown on cocaine, because I don't know any adult that has that much energy that she has. The only human beings that be having that much energy is kids. My little nieces had that much energy that Jocelyn had on that stage. She was running around on that stage. She was hollering, bopping, bucking, and tucking and doing everything. She was performing. I mean, it wasn't the best performance, but I'm just like, girl, give me some of that energy. And then I'm thinking, no, that's powdered energy right there. That's what you call powdered energy. Now, I thought another tacky lowbrow moment from Jocelyn this episode was, they're getting ready to play the Grope the Rope challenge. Why the Zeus Network would have anything called Grope, anything with the accusations they have, I don't know. But it's pretty much a tug of war. And Jocelyn says, oh, y'all are going to win because you got Biggie. And I'm just like, God damn, like, where did that come from? Like, Biggie was sitting over there minding her business. She wasn't bothering nobody. And Jocelyn going and talking about her. Like, I guess for her, her being a bigger girl saying, oh, y'all are going to win because you got Biggie. Like, Jocelyn, you really have no room to talk, because in all honesty, you and Biggie are probably around the same weight, because Biggie's short, Jocelyn's taller, but Jocelyn's a big girl. I mean, Biggie might, I'm sure Biggie weighs more than Jocelyn, but that's not far off while you talking about you go, like, you a big girl, Jocelyn. It's giving football. Huh, huh. Oh my God. God damn, I hit it too hard. I've never done that before. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what I get for talking all this shit. Oh. Now, Jocelyn also, another lowbrow moment. I mean, she was just going, I'm convinced she was high as fuck, because she was just going to the gutter every chance she had. She made the remark about Biggie, and then, she called Natalie and her mom a whore. She said, Natalie, you're a whore. Your mother's a whore. Like, I mean, just dark, sinister shit. Like, why are we even bringing this up? Like, it seemed like Natalie was trying to be more playful with it, Like, let's play the game, let's have our little beef. But Jocelyn, like, was like, she was like, wanted to sink her teeth in Natalie. And then she even at one point said, you've got a predator on that side, referring to Taseki. Y'all know the rumors. Krishan said that Taseki allegedly touched her when they were children, when they were all kids. That's all I'm saying. I'm not commenting on it. I don't know anything else. Jocelyn made that statement and said, you got a predator over there. I was just like, oh my God, this is awful. This is awful. And she said, everybody know Jay Leno? Everybody know Jay Leno? That's her daddy. That's her daddy. Talking about Natalie. I'm just like, this girl, she put the powder down for 5 seconds, Joseline. 5 minutes, long enough to film this show, this segment. Put the powder down. And I'm sitting here thinking, Zeus is funding and fueling this drug-fueled mess. Allegedly. Now, when Natalie and Jocelyn went up and did the tug of war challenge together, I was like rooting for Natalie. I was so rooting for her, because I was like, okay, Jocelyn's the bigger girl. Jocelyn's more stout, so she's fixing to pull Natalie down. But then before it even started, I thought about it. I'm like, wait, no, Natalie is an athlete. Natalie was a USC athlete. She ran track. She played soccer. And the only thing Jocelyn has ran is her nose running. And ran them hyenas. And then, they start arguing. They start going back and forth because Jocelyn kind of gets closer to Natalie. She wants to fight. She's like, come on, Natalie, let's fight. So the Cabaret girls are getting closer. The baddies are getting closer. Everybody's getting closer, trying to protect their queen. And I'm like, this lame-ass ventriloquist-looking doll, Precious. I mean, she's like a ventriloquist doll. All that filler in her cheeks and shit. She's screaming, I want Natalie, I want Natalie, I want Natalie, why do you want Natalie so bad? Why don't you fight Taseki? Precious? The whole episode, Precious is talking about, I want Natalie, I want Natalie. Danny was up there hollering, all these gutter butt girls that will do anything for 50 cents in a 30-minute slot on television. Now, Precious did tell Natalie, you sell pussy in Dubai. Natalie said, so what? You're broke, bitch. I'm like, are we admitting that we're Dubai girls? Are we getting an admission that we Dubai girls? Are we? Are we getting an admission of guilt here? At one point, Precious said, I want to see some pussy, but not that type of pussy. And it's like, girl, what time are you on? Because we're here to film a show. Why are you on horny time? Talking about you want some pussy, but not that type of pussy. None of these girls want to fuck you. You look like a blow-up doll. You look like a fucking puppet, a Muppet. You look like you belong on Sesame Street. You look like a fucking ventriloquist doll. If I woke up and I saw you, you'd scare the fuck out of me with those fucking cheeks that are inflated like goddamn golf balls. You ain't cute, ho. And your personality is what really makes you not cute. That stank-ass personality you got where you walk around like you think you hot Mama Don. Now, Jayla versus Danny. Bitch, I never in a million years did I think I'd be hollering at the TV saying, whoop her ass, Jayla. But I was. I said, whoop that hoe, Jayla. I was screaming, get that hoe, Jayla. Beat that hoe's ass, Jayla. And, she got Danny. Did she whoop Danny's ass? No, but she got more onto Danny than what Danny got onto her. And I was proud of her for that. I was proud of all the baddies for rallying together and bopping these hoes one by one like whack-a-mole. Y'all remember that game at Chuck E. Cheese, whack-a-mole? Those little things would come out the ground like this, slowly. And you take your little hammer and you whack it. That's what the baddies was doing. Bop, bop, like whack-a-mole. It was whack-a-hole, though. And then the way that Taseki, can we talk about how Taseki ate T-Love? She's an extra. I barely remember T-Love. She was the thirst bucket, camera conscious, extra fame hoe. Barely remembered her. Pretty girl, gorgeous girl. But, baby, Taseki swallowed you up, mama. You thought, while you sitting up here getting ready thinking you fixing to do something, don't you know? Have you not heard the song, Bitch You Know I Eat? She must not have known, y'all. She must not have known. And if security would have let Jayla and Precious have their moment together, I think Jayla would have ate Precious up too. Because based off that interaction, we saw Precious didn't do shit. But we saw Jayla get a few yada 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 right in, right? So I wish security wasn't there because those girls would have got stomped. Those girls would have got stomped. Now, I think Jocelyn was pissed at this point because she walks off stage. She knows they look crazy. She knows her girls look crazy. They actually lost all the challenges. Or whatever challenges they did, they lost them. So Jocelyn walks off stage. I think the cocaine was starting to wear off. I think she was running out of energy, and she's like, fuck this shit, I need a bump. So she ran off the stage to do and the reason why I really think that is because ran off the stage so abruptly, but she also, when she got backstage, she told the cameras, cut the cameras, cut the cameras. And Ballistic, she said, Ballistic, get them out of here. And Ballistic was like, it's a wrap, get out, get out. And I'm like, how do they have that much control and power? If y'all are here to work and do a job, how do y'all have that much control and power? Is Jocelyn and Ballistic really the ones running the Zeus network? I'm just saying. I don't know. This was a really wild episode, though. I really enjoyed it. It kind of made up for the past the past 6 or 7 shitty episodes we've had to sit through. I don't want this show to come back. I think it should be a one and done. We don't need a season 2. Unless y'all are going to come back or go back to the drawing board and come up with new concepts, new games, new ideas. Unless you're going to do that, we don't care to see a season 2. Because there were only like 3 worthy episodes out of the entire season. Maybe 2 or 3 worthy episodes out of 10. And that's not good. That means this season was rated a 3 out of 10. Just let this one go, Zeus. Chalk it up as an L. Sure, y'all come up with something else. Do y'all want to see another season of Bad vs. Wild? Did you enjoy it? What did you think of this episode? Were you team Baddies or were you team Cabaret? I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions. So make sure you leave me that in the comment section below. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. I hope I didn't say that already. Y'all, it's 5 a.m. here. I'm delirious. I've been up all night filming, and then I worked. I've been at work all day, came home, been filming since 10:45, 11, 11:30, 12. No, I've been filming since midnight. I'm sorry. Got off work at 11:30 p.m. Been filming since midnight when I got home. It's now 5 a.m. Y'all better be glad I love y'all. Your boy is tired, so if I'm saying crazy shit, you know why, all right? Yeah, if you want to donate to the channel, in the description box below will be some ways that you can donate using PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Zelle. I'll also post my Amazon wish list for those that choose to take that route. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, loving me, donating, liking the videos, you know, watching me, sharing the videos, whatever. Anything you do to support me, I appreciate it. And I love you. And I want you guys to know how special you are. And I mean that. You're so special and you woke up today for a reason. And I hope that you will cherish every day that you wake up on this earth. And you'll make it your best, okay? You promise? I love you guys. Make sure you tune in to the Baddies Caribbean After Show each and every Sunday night. And stay tuned for the Damien After Dark podcast, Season 4, airing at the end of May, early June. May, June. It's coming. Promise you. Thank you guys so much for supporting. I love you, and we'll see you next time.